It has been said by several snobby golf pundits that one thing needs to change on the PGA Tour, and golf must add something that is out of the playbook of baseball now and basketball. Even football has this. Do you know what it is? So the noise, which has been, the volume's been cranked up because the Masters are going on this week. The chatter is that golf needs a shot clock. I said it! That golf needs a shot clock, similar to the NBA or a play clock in football or the pitch clock in baseball. Question: should the PGA Tour add a shot clock? So I'm nodding my head yes. You can't see me. My eyes are closed. I'm nodding my head yes in a dark studio, but for some reason there are lights on because it's going to be on YouTube later. So I'm nodding my head yes. Okay, so anyway, the reason why, and I'm a casual golfer. I'm a casual. I golf. I used to golf once a year. Now I'm down to like once every other year. The reason the PGA Tour and these major golf tournaments should add a shot clock, Boop tube. Boop tube. It's a TV show. It is a TV show. And it's got to be rat-a-tat-tat. Rat-a-tat-tat doing TV. You got to go fast, much like I try to do this show. You got to keep it moving, man. There's nothing worse, in my opinion, than watching a TV show or listening to a radio show or I guess now podcast, and it's just dull. I mean, it is the worst of the worst. It just blows. Okay, I don't want any part of that. And the problem that the PGA has, they're in the entertainment business. And the product sucks in terms of the way that it is broadcast for the rank and file. It just does. Now, I know the purists will say, do not mess with the beauty of the game. Can you imagine how terrible golf would be if they put in a shot clock? The player must examine the green. They must look across the entire hole that they're at. They must gauge the wind, finger to the wind. They've got to pick the club. They've got to talk to their caddy. They've got to pick their nose. They've got to rub their tuchus. And if you take away the shot clock, that becomes unnatural. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I watch golf on television 4 times a year, the 4 majors. And typically at the end of every weekend watching golf, I get hemorrhoids because golf is hemorrhoids inducing. The PGA Tour, you realize the average round is between 4.5 and 5 hours. 4.5 and 5 hours. And you've got these sloths on the tour. Now, I don't want to name any names. Let's say the initials are Bryson DeChambeau. Oh, I guess I gave him his old name. BD. Bryson DeChambeau. Okay. This guy, I think I saw somewhere, I read one of these stories about I was getting ready for the golf season, the major season, which begins with the Masters here. And he takes over a minute per shot. Over a minute. And it's very frustrating. You're watching, and you get enough time, you got to walk around. They don't allow the golf carts and all that. And did you know that they've attempted to futz around with the shot clock? The European Tour, which I don't watch, I did read about this, that they had a shot clock of 40 seconds. They tested this back in 2019, way back. I mean, I was barely alive in 2019, but that was pre-pandemic. And it did cut the round times a lot. Like, it chopped them down quite a bit. And the general consensus, the arithmetic, is 1 + 1 = 2. That faster play translates into more eyeballs on television, and then the trickle-down economics means you can charge more for advertising and then make more money, which means you're happy if you're the broadcast partner. The PGA's happy because they're getting more money. And the ratings have gone down. Now, the other thing you can do if you don't want a shot clock is just find a reincarnation of Tiger Woods, right? Do that. By the way, spoiler alert. I did not know this until I started futzing around. Did you realize that professional golf, they already have timing rules that under normal conditions, according to the PGA Tour's pace of play policy, you get 40 seconds. And it reminds me, when I was reading about this, it reminds me of baseball, because technically baseball never had a clock, but in the rules, they had certain time limits. You were supposed to be in the box and all this stuff. But much like baseball's rules were rarely enforced, golf, it's rarely enforced. And one other thing, while we're at it, since I'm on my soapbox, golf should also allow heckling. They should allow heckling. These guys are Mr. Softies. They are the softest, entitled, most. I mean, we goof on NBA players, and NBA players, they've got issues. Everyone's got issues, right? Whether it's Ja Morant being so obtuse, he's moved on from fake guns to now fake hand grenades or Molotov cocktails. They've got issues. But golfers are such wusses that they run and hide from the media. They can't handle any kind of criticism. They're elitist a-holes. And how much fun would it be for these Mr. Softies, for those of us who are watching, the patrons, if you're allowed to make noise and heckle the golfer while they are setting up for their shot? How fun would that be? What another layer of drama. Be great. I'm all for it.